It doesn't matter if you have boys or girls. It's always a challenge bringing up children. But bringing up twins is an even greater challenge. Can you imagine two of everything at the same time? The Department of Twin Research at King's College London has a database of over 12,000 twins who are taking part in a fascinating research programme. Throughout their lifetimes, the twins regularly visit St Thomas's Hospital in London to have a range of medical tests.
On the two sides of your face, and they will capture. Okay. So this one's your 3D photos. It's quite interesting, huh? Amazing.
Today, hundreds of pairs of twins taking part in the programme have come to a summer party at the hospital. It's a chance to meet other twins and share their experiences. So, why are all these twins so important to scientists? All identical twins, like Xand and Chris, share 100% of their genes. They are genetically identical. Twins usually look exactly the same, and they often have very similar abilities, interests, and personalities.
Chris and I are similar in that we enjoy the same things. We both have a lot of the same friends.
We both did medical degrees. We did exactly the same A-levels.
But identical twins can often be good at different things and even suffer from different diseases.
I think I am different to you. I think I do have some free choice. There are differences in our personalities. I remember when we were 10 and I failed, I came bottom of the class in every single exam. And everyone said, why don't you just work a bit harder like your brother and you do a bit better?
So, if two people are genetically identical, why is one loud and boisterous and the other quiet and sensitive? Or why does one get an illness and the other doesn't? It is these differences between identical twins that are so important to researchers. They give us a clearer picture of the influence of nature, our genes, and nurture, how we live, on the development of our personality and health. And scientists hope that this will help them to identify and prevent health problems in the future. Runyararo and Rufaro Mapfumo are twins. They live together in East London.
My name is Rufaro Mapfumo. I'm 20 years old. I'm 23 minutes older than my twin sister, and I study biomedical science at Middlesex University. I'm Runyararo Mapfumo, also 20 years old, and I'm studying film and visual effects at Sheffield Hallam University.
For Rufaro and Runyararo, there are many more advantages to being twins than disadvantages.
Having a double wardrobe is great as a twin. One of the advantages about being a twin is getting to play tricks on people. When we were younger, we swapped classes a few times, which was interesting. I went to her maths class and she went to my English class, and we swapped because we thought it would be really funny. We never got caught though. We used to look even more similar.
Hey, and you, what would you...
When they were teenagers, the Mapfumo twins did some acting.
Okay.
They learnt new skills, but, as at school, they were still able to take each other's place when necessary.
What time is the next screening of Indiana Jones, please?
It's at 3:30.
Because they were twins, they once had the chance to work on a Harry Potter film.
Yes, we are.
They would give us one role and divide that between us. So I would go on set for 3 hours while Runyararo was in school, and then once I'd finished and I'd had my time on set, they used to swap us over. So I suppose that's good because even though we got to do what we loved, we still had enough time to go to school and get a really good education as well.
Rufara's a bit more of a joker. She likes to make everybody laugh, whereas I could possibly be seen as more serious.
Runyararo has a lot of patience, and I think when you do film you need to have a lot of patience and kind of speak to the people you're working with and artists and be able to guide them patiently, whereas I kind of want things done then and there. I have a little bit less patience. It's always nice having somebody that you have a close connection to, and having a twin, I don't think there's a stronger bond. It's like living with your best friend, really.
I love that. That's nice seeing that.
Yeah, us dressed the same, with our jackets.
I think that's probably when we looked most similar, actually.
Yes, yeah,
we do.
Rachel Mapfumo is the mother of the Mapfumo twins.
Oh yes,
We went for our audition, our first
very much.
audition as twins.
Yes, I remember buying those T-shirts in Marks and Spencer's.
Yeah.
So what's it like trying to raise identical
I remember
twins?
that day very well. I had to rely a lot on my parents because having two babies, they had different times of feeding. That was one of the difficulties. Different types of sleeping. And so you find if you didn't have any help, then you'll be up 24/7. Another difficulty is the cost. Everything you pay for is double. Not so much when they're young, but when they're older, it becomes very costly.
Our spotlight picture.
The girls bonded right from the first day.
We do look a little bit different.
I used to keep them more or less together. They had different cribs, they had, separate chairs. But for some reason, they always used to reach out for each other or look out for each other. Yes.
And
Oh, yes. Oh, very nice. I remember that. We were in Wimbledon. And
Sometimes it seems the girls can communicate without talking.
fall that day, so we didn't go cycling for a long time. I can't even tell you sometimes as a mother what they do, but I know they have a silent way of communicating. If Runyararo is, say, at Sheffield and Rufaro is in London, and if something is happening to Runyararo that she's not happy, Rufaro can pick it up. She was in the library and she left to go to the toilet, and when she got back, her laptop had been stolen and she was quite upset. She hadn't rang me or she hadn't rang her sister, but at the moment when she was so desperate, her sister rang her from London to say if she was all right, because she just felt something was going on. So it's things like that as well, even when they're apart, that they can still communicate. They know if one is in trouble or if one is not happy, or if one is happy for that matter.
Okay.
What advice does Rachel have for parents of school-age twins?
Remember that day very well. You mustn't be given a report where the teachers are using they. You should have single reports for each individual child. The problem I found was that the teachers could not differentiate between the two girls, who was Rufaro and who was Runyararo. You have to be absolutely sure that the teacher is talking about the correct twin. Half the time they got it all wrong and mixed up. Yeah, very nice. Smiling at the back garden.
Your teddy making its way into every picture.
Is that you or Runyararo?
Oh, wait.
That's not you. That's your sister.
Okay, so she's...
They've got a very close bond. I don't worry so much about them because I know they've got each other. They talk to one another, and the most interesting is at the moment to see them grow up to be very confident and individual young ladies.